Alrighty, and we are live. What is up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of Any of the Booth Podcast. I'm going to get everything set up and we'll be ready to go. How's everyone? I hope everyone's day's going well, week's going well. We're nearing baseball being back, which is exciting. Still got the WBC with the game starting at 8. And there's a good chance the episode will run into the game starting. And if so, I will do some live play-by-play tonight. While our episode. Let's get right into it, though. Either way, what's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of Any in the Booth Podcast. Thank you all so much for the support to this point. I very much do appreciate it. Not much to really talk about headlines-wise, and then we'll jump into the daily games I always do for the podcast with every episode. One MLB headline since last week's episode: reliever Kyle Finnegan is staying with the Washington, 1 year, $6 million. Literally the only move that I saw had happened between this week's and last week's episode. WBC qualifiers, Tuscan pool, and boy, it got off to a pretty interesting start. Just in game one already, China had struck first. It was like, okay, maybe they're in business this year. It's like, nope, they got blown out 12-2 in the first game, 7-inning. Walk mercy rule. Yeah, China, spoiler, they went 0-3. They already had they were game 5 today and they lost. They did not do good in this tournament. We'll get into the other games in a moment, but yeah, they lost 12-2. So yeah, they're not qualifying back, and I have a feeling it's gonna be a while, if ever, that they qualify again. They had pretty much been in the tournament every year just because of having, I guess, 1 games or something previous years that kept them in. But now that they have to go through the qualifiers, I don't think they're going to make it back because they just don't have a good enough team any of the years to be able to match up with any of these teams, whether it's Colombia, Germany, China. I just said China for China. Stupidity. Brazil, Chinese Taipei, Japan. It's like a great story to see them come in and play, but they just don't end up doing anything. So honestly, I think they're not gonna. This might be a while before they make it back in the tournament. And I said that after the pool last time into 2023. I remember saying that. I said I don't think they're going to be making it back for a while. And they're definitely going to be. It's definitely going to be a while, especially after the results of this tournament. And then the second game on Sunday, Colombia shut out Brazil 5-0. Tehran had a phenomenal start for Colombia in their win, and then Monday, Brazil beat Germany 9-7 in a crazy back and forth game. Germany almost came back, but in the end, Brazil snuck out. And then Colombia whooped China 8-1 in the nightcap. And then earlier today, Brazil walk off on a single for a mercy rule on China 12-2 in 7 innings. So that was their second 12-2 getting mercy in the entire pool, which cements them at 0-3 and no chance to qualify for the 2026 World Baseball Classic. And tonight's game at 8 is a big storyline. If Colombia wins, which means they would be undefeated, they punch their ticket for 2026, and Germany would take on Brazil for the final spot into the World Baseball Classic on Thursday. If Germany wins, then you got a whole conversation because you're going to have 3 teams at 2-1, and Germany will beat Colombia, and then Colombia beat Brazil. So it's going to be interesting to see how things play out if Germany were to win. But it would be a lot simpler if Colombia were to win. If I'm making a prediction, let me see something. Do they have pitching matchups yet? No, neither starters been announced. Okay. Yeah, there is to be determined. And the game starts at 8 Eastern, 6 mid Pacific, and that's the same for Thursday. Game will be on YouTube. Games are on YouTube, Facebook, MLB.TV, and MLB Network. The YouTube and Facebook is WBC YouTube and Facebook channel. Also on the World Baseball Classic website. But yeah. If I'm gonna do live play-by-play, I'll have it on my phone. I don't know if copyright would be still a thing given it's on my phone and through YouTube, but I'm still gonna not play the audio just to be safe. Let's set up daily games since that's all the headlines I have to talk about. Not really that are related to MLB news or the World Baseball Classic going into tonight's game. Oh, thank God. Hey. Holy. I was scared for a moment. Hey. I thought I just lost the stream completely. Okay, let's get started on daily games. We'll actually start with batter up strike zone 2004 batter up and Cubs. I've already seen some of these and I already know some of them. Originally I was about to say not this one, but I think I just realized who the regular batter up is, and I did realize who it is. Luis Arias. Though oddly enough from Marlins, yet he's on the Padres. Okay, strike zone. Strike zone, not gonna do Cubs mystery player because I already know who that's gonna be. I selected batter up instead of strike zone. Okay. I think that's either one of two players. Yeah, that's Charlie Morton for sure. And indeed, I am correct. Good old well, he's not really Uncle Charlie, but good old Charlie Morton. I had a feeling it was one of the two, and I was absolutely correct. I can already tell you I know who batter up 2004 from looking at before. I'm pretty sure who this is. Let's see. Maybe they're not even in here. Oh no, he's in here. And I'm correct. It's Mike Piazza. I had a feeling based on the end part of the swing, and I was absolutely correct. Technically, it will be the show 24 legend. Whether he's in 25 or not, I don't know because, well, he only got a 90 overall card in MLB show 24, so I don't know if he'll be in 25 or not. But yeah, I was able to tell just from the end part of the batting stance. Mystery Cub, I already know who this is off the bat. I'll let you see the motion, but I already know who that is. That's good old Justin Steele. I didn't even have to think twice about that one. Okay, let's switch to Immaculate Grid. So this is a relatively easier grid today, with my spots being Cardinals, Rangers, All-Star, Guardians, Rays, and Dodgers. Okay. So let's do this. Cleveland, St. Louis. I could go Johnny Peralta. Jake Westbrook, I think, might have played for St. Louis. I like Westbrook more, if I'm right. I am correct. I'm gonna go Jake Westbrook then. 4%, I will take that. I have a feeling Johnny Peralta would probably been higher. Cleveland, Texas, I could go Shin-Soo Choo. I could go I know someone who probably won't be a high answer. Delino DeShields. 1%, I will take that. Cleveland, I'm going to come back to the All-Star tab. I want to get the team spots out of the way first. Cardinals and Rays, most obvious answer I could go with is Randy Arozarena, but let's be honest. That's probably the most obvious answer there. Didn't? And I was looking at him the other day because I realized he was born in Germany. Am I crazy or didn't he? Yeah. Edwin Jackson, who I found out the other day was born in Germany. Edwin Jackson. 9%. Was not expecting it to be that high, but I'll take it. Rays and Rangers. Damon didn't play for both. Kenny Lofton didn't play for both. Did you? Oh, I realized actually someone who fits there that what's the teams I'm looking for again? Rays and Rangers. He fits also, but I just realized someone else who might be a not so common answer. Yep. I'm gonna go good old Kirby Yates. That might be more popular just because recent success with Texas. No, absolutely not 0.8%. I will absolutely take that. I was not expecting it to be that low. Dodgers and Cardinals. I'm gonna go Skip Schumacher. Remember the 2011 Cardinals? 0.6%. I will take that. Dodgers and Rangers. Dodgers and Rangers. I could go Seager, of course, but that's just gonna be way too obvious. Let's be honest. I could go Gagne, but that's probably gonna be an obvious answer too, as much as he didn't play long for Texas. I could go Beltre, but that's also gonna be a way too obvious answer. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't Ensign Volquez sneak a year with Texas? I know about Dodgers because he was, yeah. Ensign Volquez, he's snuck a half a year with the Dodgers and finished his career in Texas. Good pull by me. 0.07%. I will very much take that. Okay, so now the All-Star tab. He for sure has. Yeah, 2%. I will take that. I mean, if you're giving me a chance to answer you, I'm gonna answer you. I know Pena has. Honestly, you know what? I'll throw a Cub in here. 3%. Honestly, was expecting it to be higher, but I will take it. And then Cleveland All-Star. Where do I want to go here? I'm confident that maybe except for Edwin Jackson, I probably don't have any of the top answers here at the moment. And that probably is the only spot where I would say maybe it's the top answer. You know what? I found my answer for Cleveland. 2016 Cleveland Indian, or now Guardians. 2020 Cubs, and a Chicago native, Jason Kipnis. 2%, I will take that. My total rarity score is 23%. I did not get any of the top answers. Very good sign. So the top answers for Cleveland, St. Louis, of course, Andrew Miller. I forgot about his time with the Cardinals, but then again, he sucked with the Cardinals at 21%. At 11% for Cleveland, Texas. Yeah, that's bad. Forget, but happy I answer him. At 11% is Cliff Lee. Cleveland All-Star at 13%, of course, is J. Ram. Rays Cardinals at 33%, as I predicted, is Randy Rosarino. Rays Rangers, and I forget he even played for Texas, at 24%, Jose Canseco. Rays All-Star 20% is Evan Longoria. Cardinals Dodgers at 32% is Albert Pujols. At 22% for Cardinals Rangers, Corey Seager. And 8% for Dodgers All-Star is Mookie Betts. Those are the top answers for today's Immaculate Grid at this current time. So now let's switch to daily off. Let's see, how much time do I have? Well, I still got a good amount of time. I could get a good amount of teams, at least to the Cubs. WBC game is going to be starting, so I think I'll end up doing a bit of live play-by-play for the game. It is a big game because this one determines who makes a big determining in what the story is going to be going into Thursday, who's going to be playing Thursday, and who's going to be not playing on Thursday and will have qualified for the 2026 World Baseball Classic. I have that set up for when that stream starts. And just so you're aware, I mean, showing this prop might get me copyrighted, but just so you can see that it's on YouTube. Literally right here, YouTube. And you know what? Even I'll link it on stream so you can also even check out the game, whether you're watching live or so you can like watch it with me, whether live or later. You can watch it while I'm broadcasting and see it for yourself. But yeah, this is a big game. So yeah, just waiting for the stream to start. And I just pinned the link to the stream for the game. So if you want to see it, that's the link. Go check it out. Go support their channel. They don't do a lot of content outside of like games and talks of tournament, but they do sometimes put out a few things here and there. And the stream has started. Game probably won't start for a few more minutes, but stream at least is underway. So, game will be starting soon. So let's dive into daily walk-off. I just want to check something while we're at it and waiting. I could do an archive, and I'll do an archive too. Why not? 28. Before 69, 69 was basically once I started doing daily walk-off. So if an archive is before 69 and I haven't done it already in the archives, I will go back and just do the Cubs. So I'll do the Cubs for you. So the categories are 1990s top 5 wins, 2000s top 5 wins, 2010s top 5 wins, and 2020s top 5 wins through 2023. And the pitcher options are Jason Hamill, Kerry Wood, Steve Trashel, John Lester, John Lieber, Jake Arrieta, Kyle Hendricks, Kevin Foster, Carl Zambrano, Greg Maddux, Keegan Thompson, and Marcus Stroman. Wood, Trashel, and Foster, I'm going to say, are 90s. Lieber, Zambrano, Maddux for 2000s. Hendricks, Hamill, Lester, Hamill, Arrieta for two. These are basically my answers. Lester, Hamill, Arrieta for 2010s, and then Hendricks, Thompson, and Stroman for 2020s. I'd say good chance is fully correct. Maybe there's like a few things I have to shift around, but let's see. I only had to shift around Maddux and Wood, and now fully correct. There you go. How about that? So the full correct answers for Cubs daily walk-off and with these categories. And just give me a second. 1990s top 5 wins, Kevin Foster, Greg Maddux, Steve Trashel. 2000s top 5 wins, Carlos Zambrano, John Lieber, Kerry Wood. 2010s top 5 wins, John Lester, Jason Hamill, Jake Arrieta. In 2020s top 5 wins, Kyle Hendricks, Keegan Thompson, and Marcus Stroman. So let's do archive version from 28. In 2019, bottom 3 ERA. 2019, top 3 ERA. Franchise top 5 in sack flies, and played only for the Cubs. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Normally I'll line up in like this and just work from here because this will give me at least some of an idea. And that really gave me an idea. And now with these flips, now I'm fully correct on a walk-off homer, but got it out. So the full correct answers for this old daily walk-off for daily walk-off number 28 from back in September, I think this was from. Yeah, September 27th. 2019, bottom three in game ERA, 10 plus games. Brad Brock, Greg Kimbrell, Derek Holland. 2019, top three in ERA, top 10 plus games. Steve Cishek, Rowan Wick, Brandon Kinsler. Franchise top five in sack flies. Ron Santo, Mark Grace, Ernie Banks. And Playfield, Cody Mexicans, Anderson Russell, and Angel Guzman. So now let's shift back to today's daily walk off and keep on doing more teams. All right. So it's now back to the earlier categories of top five wins in 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s for that respective team. So the options for the Diamondbacks: Ian Kennedy, Kurt Schilling, Brandon Webb, Patrick Corbin, Randy Johnson, Wade Miley, Brian Anderson, Miguel Batista, Greg Olson, Kevin Ginkel, Kyle Nelson, and Zach Gallen. They're probably got to put out the lineup here. So once they put out the lineup, I'll go over the lineup for whoever is up first. And also the starter is a lefty starter for Colombia. Colombia's the home team. I can't confirm as much as Jose Quintana was on the roster originally. It will not be Jose Quintana as he was taken off the roster. Oh, I guess he wasn't even in the headlines, but Jose Quintana signed with Milwaukee. I don't know what the contract was, but he did sign with Milwaukee, and that's why he got taken off the roster for Colombia. Oh, here we go. Germany lineup. Eric Brink, third baseman, leadoff. Lou Helmick, left field. Lucas Dunn in center field. Simon Baumgartner at second base, batting fourth. Batting fifth, Sean Larry, the DH. Batting sixth, Finn Bergman, the right fielder. Batting seventh, Simon Baumer at first base. Batting eighth, Vincent Arens, the catcher. And batting ninth, Alex Schmidt, the shortstop. Donald Walton, or the guy who had the homer for Germany on day one, is not in the lineup tonight, oddly enough. Interesting. The starter for Colombia is Adrian Almeida, who pitched in the 2023 World Baseball Classic. Decent, actually saw numbers. And here we go. The first pitch from Almeida is a ground ball to shortstop. Shortstop will handle it easily, and there's out number one, and that's how this game between Germany and Colombia gets started. And of course, they had to cut to an ad break on YouTube because that's just YouTube for you. Nice play by the shortstop. So that'll bring up Helmig. First pitch to Helmig, shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike. All right, let's start this meanwhile while that's going. Oh, 1 is outside, ball 1. Let's move this and see how this goes. Oddly enough, all correct, but two players flipped the 2, and now all fully correct on a walk-off double. So the full correct answers for the Diamondbacks after this pitch. By the way, there's pitch clock in the World Baseball Classic qualifiers. 1-1 shows bunt, but it goes foul. 1 and 2. Full correct answers: 1990s top 5 in wins, Randy Johnson, Greg Olson, Brian Anderson. 2000s top 5 in wins, Brandon Webb, Kurt Schilling, Miguel Batista. 2010's top 5 in wins, Patrick Corbin, Ian Kennedy, Wade Miley. And 2020's top 5 in wins through 2023, Kevin Ginkel, Kyle Nelson, and Zach Gallen. 1-2, swung on it, missed strike 3, 2 up, 2 down. For Almeida. A pitch that was definitely not in the strike zone. And he got the batter swinging. 2 outs. Not Lutz, I think, was the Germany guy that homered. Columbia had a homer yesterday. I forgot the guy's name, but they had a homer yesterday. First pitch to the next batter, swinging a foul ball back behind home plate. Dunn now at the plate for Germany. Lucas Dunn. One pitch to Dunn. Takes upstairs, ball 1-1. Braves options for pitchers: Julio Teheran, Tim Hudson, Russ Ortiz, Charlie Morton, Steve Avery, Kyle Wright, Tommy Hanson, Kevin Millwood, Greg Maddux, Mike Miners, John Smoltz, and Ian Anderson. 1-1, swing a grab ball past Gio Urshela and into left field, a base hit. And Dunn is on base with 2 outs. Keeping the inning alive for Germany. A ball that just scooted past Gio Urshela. And now they have a base runner on with 2 outs. Or I believe it's Gio Urshela. Then again, he made great play in game 1 against China, so I imagine they probably wouldn't take him out, or Colombia, or Brazil, so I imagine they probably won't take him out of the lineup. First pitch is ball to the next batter, Baumgart. 2 for 5, 2 singles and run in their loss against Brazil. See if Germany can capitalize on this opportunity. 1-0. Takes upstairs and out of the zone. Ball 2-0. Well, I guess I might not be doing much more teams because it's almost half-hour mark. 2-0. Takes inside. Ball 3-0. All right, let's try to line this up. Meanwhile, Maddox, Smoltz. You should be there. You should be there. Millwood. He's Hanson 2000s. 3-0 takes a strike. Teheran, Miner, and Hudson. Almost fully correct, oddly enough. Just got to flip Hanson with Hudson and Avery with Maddox. And now fully correct. 3-1, swinging a ground ball to short. Shortstop has it, flips it to second base for the short out, and that will end the inning. Germany gets a base runner on a hit, but leaves it stranded through a half, still 0-0. So the full correct answers for the Braves: Steve Avery's, John Smoltz, Kevin Millwood for 1990s top 5 in wins, 2000s top 5 in wins, Tim Hudson, Greg Maddux, Russ Ortiz, 2010s top 5 in wins, Tommy Hanson, Mike Miner, and Julio Teheran, and 2020s top 5 in wins through 2023, Kevin Wright, Kyle Wright, Charlie Morton, and Ian Anderson. I'm going to do one more team, and then, actually, I'm going to do I'll do full inning of live play-by-play for this game, no matter how long it goes, and then we'll call it a night. Orioles now, player options: Eric Bedard, Ben McDonald, Jeremy Guthrie, Mike Bauman, Wei Chen, Tyler Wells, Sidney Ponson, Mike Mussino, Dean Kramer, Miguel Gonzalez, Kevin Gausman, and Aaron Miles. Oh boy. Let's see how this lines up. I actually got progress. Let's flip these around and see where this gets me. And almost fully correct. Just got to flip U2, and now fully correct. The Germany lineup is probably that, or Colombia lineup is probably about to be announced. So we'll get to that before we go through the full answers. 19 full answers for the Orioles, while we're still waiting for the broadcast to cut to the Colombia lineup. 1990s top 5 in wins: Ben McDonald, Mike Mussino, Alan Miles. 2000 top 5 in wins: Eric Bedard, Sidney Ponson, and Jeremy Guthrie. 2010's top 5 in wins: Kevin Gausman, Wei Chen, and Miguel Gonzalez. And 2020's top 5 in wins through 2023: Dean Kramer, Tyler Wells, and Mike Bauman. The Colombia starting lineup, by the way, against Germany: Michael Arroyo at second base leading off. Hitting second in left field, Harold Ramirez. Hitting third in first base is Reynaldo Rodriguez. Gio Urshela at third base, batting fourth. Jair Camargo batting fifth, playing catcher. Dalton Herrera batting sixth at DH. Brian Buelvas in center field, batting seventh. Jesus Mariaga, the right fielder who had the homer yesterday for Colombia, batting eighth, and batting ninth, Francisco Acuna, the shortstop. That is the lineup for Team Colombia in this game against Germany. First pitch hits the batter. So how about that? Colombia has a leadoff base runner on the first pitch of the game. Mark Harrison on the mound for Germany. That is not a good start for Germany. Sets looks back, deals pitch home. First pitch home to Harold Ramirez, takes the ball 1-0. 1-0 home, swinging a fly ball down the right field line, but is foul. Ball. 1-1. They're having a whole bunch of violations in both pools in a whole bunch of the games. By the way, pitch clock violations definitely hasn't had an effect on pitching, and they're not really used to it because unless you play MLB, I don't think any other baseball league around the world has pitch clock at the moment. 1-1 home, takes a strike, 1-2. Sets up, looks back, and deals the 1-2. Inside, nearly hit him, and runner steals second base. So now Colombia has a runner at second with a 2-2 count and nobody out. Exactly the start you want for Colombia. Hold Germany to 0 in the top of the first and then get in business right away in the bottom half. 2-2 pitch. Takes outside, ball 3, full count. Looks back. Full count pitch. Swinging a chopper up the middle. Oh, past the shortstop and through for a base hit. Around third, the runner is set. There's no through the plate, and Colombia strikes first 1-0. Harold Ramirez, the former MLB player, comes through. And Colombia strikes first in a game that with a win can send them to the World Baseball Classic tournament. And still nobody out. First pitch is a strike. He took off even with the pitch, and I think he knew he was going home the moment that ball got past the shortstop. First pitch, Rodriguez swinging a chopper to short. Will not take the shot as the guy going to second beat out the potential throw. They will just get the out at first, and there's the first out of the inning for Germany. Harold Ramirez now at second base, though, with one out. And that will bring up Gio Urshela. Signed a minor league deal with the A's this offseason. And time called. First pitch home to Gio Urshela. Takes a strike. That was pretty low. Then again, Colombia's had either Colombia or Brazil, or I think both have had a rough time with umpires in this qualifier. No, I think it was Colombia. I don't even know. No, it was Brazil. 1-1, swing and a miss on a pitch way out of the zone. What are you doing, Gio Urshela? 0-2. 0-2, swinging a chopper up the middle, right to the shortstop, throws the first again. Oh no, the throw's airmailed down the line. Harold Ramirez scores, and it's 2-0 on an errant throw by the shortstop. That would have been out number 2 and only a runner at third, but instead the throw was completely botched, and it scores a run. And now mound visit for Germany. But then again, that's really more on their defense and their pitcher. Like their pitchers has like been not bad. Really, their defense just cost them on that last play. I mean, how do you botch? That was a bad botchery there by Germany. And because of it, you give the team an extra out. And you're now down 2-0. And I'll bring up Jair Camargo. Oh, one coming home. It hit him. And it got away. Or did it hit him? I guess it didn't hit him. I thought it hit him. I guess not. 1-1. Run goes up to second. I don't know. Sets up. Looks back at a shell of the 1-1 home. Takes ball outside. 2-1. Columbia with a chance to add even more. With only one out. 2-1. Fouled off. Even his helmet. 2-2. Sets up, looks back. 2-2 coming home. And it hit him this time. This time it actually hit him. And now it's 2 on with 1 out. Columbia starting to smell a rally. And Germany's already got their bullpen going. First pitch home, takes ball down and away. Ball 1 to Dilson Herrera. Who had a big home run in 2017 WBC qualifiers, the 2016 technically. That sent Columbia to the first ever World Baseball Classic. Looks back at second, the 1-0. Takes a strike, 1-1. Also former MLB prospect. Dilson Herrera. Sets up, looks back at second. 1-1 home. Swinging a chopper over the pitcher's mound. And the second baseman botched it. Tried to go for the out at second, but he botched it. Another run scores on another defensive mistake by Germany, and it is now 3-0 Colombia. Holy cow. Is Germany just not want to win? I mean, he didn't fully have the ball. I mean, like, you got to make sure you secure the ball before you try to turn the double play. And number 3 for Germany wasn't even trying to, like, be behind him. And that's already it for Mark Harrison. 20 pitches, only 1 out. And they were going to their bullpen. Wow. I'll keep the stream going until inning ends. You know what? While we're waiting for game action to resume, because, yep, there we go. They're going to take a break. We'll continue daily walk-off. By the way, I wanted to mention, and I forgot to mention this. If you guys want, please let me know in both live chat or in the comment section. I haven't done it since 2022, but if you guys would want it, I'd be willing to go live on early access opening night of MLB The Show 25, which is coming up later this month, or I'd do it Friday morning and do what I did with 22, where I'd open the packs and do like a few other things. If you guys would want that stream again, let me know in the comments and live chat. I'd be willing to do it if you guys are interested. If not, no worries, and I understand. I want to see something meanwhile. Well, you know what? I'm not going to do day block off more. I'll just wait. Well, back from the break, Sven Schweller out of the bullpen for Germany. Trying to get out of this inning without any further damage. But then again, if the defense is any sign of anything, they might not be getting out of this inning anytime soon. First pitch home to Buelvas is fouled off. 0-1. Brian Buelvas was 2 for 5 with a double, triple, and 2 runs in their win against China yesterday. Going home. Ground ball foul down the third field baseline. Third baseline. By the way, Colombia, they've last in the WBC last year. They qualified in 17 for it, so they made it before. Germany has not ever been in the WBC, and it's been since 2013 since Brazil's been in the World Baseball Classic. 0-2 home, takes ball down and away. 1-2. So a win, if Germany could qualify, that would be big for them, being that they have never been in the World Baseball Classic. 1-2 ground ball to short, bobbles it, gets the short out at second, and another run will still score, and it is now 4-0. Or I guess no, the run. Oh no, yeah. And now it's 4-0 Colombia. They do get the second out of the inning, but because of the bobble, it's not a double play that could have ended the inning, and they only get the sure out. What is going on with this shortstop? He's having a rough day defensively, and even he's pissed at himself. Like, he's probably saying to himself, what am I doing? First pitch fouled off to the next batter. Mariaga, who had the homer in yesterday's game for Colombia. Jesus Mariaga, 2 for 4 with a home run, 4 RBI. It was only a 2-run homer, though. It wasn't, or 2 or 3-run homer. It wasn't slam. Sets up 0-1 home. Swinging line drive in the right center field gap. That's going to get down and get all the way to the wall. Round third, he's going to be waved. Throw gets cut off. Cut off throw goes to third. Safe. It's an RBI triple. Triple for the guy who homered yesterday. And it is now 5-0 Colombia, and we are only in the first inning. Colombia putting themselves in a very good position to clinch their spot in the 2026 World Baseball Classic. First pitch to the very next batter, swinging a chopper, foul, 0-1 to Acuna, Francisco Acuna. 1-1 takes the ball 1-1. We are still in the first inning. 1-1 home. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Now pitch away from getting out of the inning. And honestly, if I'm Germany, I want to strike out here. I do not want to try to trust my defense, given how the defense has already botched things already. 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, and he gets out of the inning, but not before Colombia scores 5 runs in the opening inning. A lot behind terrible defense by Germany. Through 1, it is 5-0 Colombia. That is it for this week's episode of the podcast. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you are new on YouTube, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, leave a notification button so notify when I go live and or post a video. If you're new on audio, follow the podcast, leave a review, hit the notification button so notify when I post on there. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I will see you next week's episode 163. Bye.